Cliff, just the reaction to being a top 8 seed and hosting another regional.
The top 8 seed is something that we've been trying to do for a lot of years. I thought 19, that body of work that we had, our strength of schedule was definitely in the top 5. We were 5th RPI. I really felt like we had earned it. But those people in that room, and they do a really good job, they decide on your fate. So when I saw that, I was like, let me make sure I'm looking at this right, because in past years we haven't necessarily been on the good side of the fence. And I'm just so proud of our guys and our staff, and so many emotions go through it because Alec Burleson's texting me, and Parker Lamb's texting me, and Pete Biscayno's texting me, and there's so many people that put so much hard work in this program for so many years to get to where we are today.
Obviously, you guys have to go out and win the games, but the chance to play at home and not have to leave if you do win, what does that mean?
It's super exciting to be able to play in front of our home crowd. You guys have seen this regional atmosphere. At least most of you guys have been here for a few years. To be able to host 4 regionals in a row and play in front of our home crowd. Look, we wouldn't have won the regional last year if it wasn't for our home crowd. So we need everybody to start buying those tickets up and pack Clark LeClaire in the jungle and be as loud as you can.
How does having all those experiences, having regionals here, coaching in regionals here, help you this week as you get ready?
Well, you've just been through it before. You know how to navigate it through your players. The players got to get all the ticket stuff out of the way early. We got to get back to work tomorrow and just continue to do what we've done, not just during the winning streak, but what we've done the entire year. And like Ben said, the work starts in the summer and then in the fall, and that's really the toughest point in time. And this team's tough. Look, it's been tested in several different ways, some publicly, some not publicly, and that's allowed them to be able to survive, what we've had to go through this year.
What did you think of the draw for the regional with Coach Stone, Virginia, and Calvin State?
That's the question that I hate by the media the most, because everybody asks it. I'm just throwing it out there, and I told our guys it doesn't matter. It's playoff baseball. Look, every team that's in our regional can beat us. Last year we were getting beat by Norfolk State until whenever Franny hit the 3-run jack. So you got to go out there and play your best brand of baseball. And there's very quality opponents in our regional for sure. To have won national championships.
You were on that 7-seed team back in 2001. Was seeing that 8 seed up on the screen today kind of a similar feeling?
Well, I don't even know if they had a selection show on TV back then, so I think somebody probably told us, so it was a little bit different. In 01, we had a similar group that nobody highly recruited, most of us, especially not myself, and we had some older guys that had been in the program, and then we had some guys that were super talented like Lee Delfino and Chad Tracy, and it was just status quo. Coach LeClaire, same thing. Hey, enjoy it today, and then we'll get back to practice tomorrow. And unfortunately, back then we couldn't host at Harrington Field, so we had to go on the road to Wilson. At least it was in front of our home crowd. But there's nothing like hosting a regional at Clark LeClaire Stadium. And I go back to a writer when Turner Brown told him in 19 when they ran on the field. He said, "Hey, look around, take this in. This doesn't happen everywhere." And I get chill bumps about that. That's really the coolest thing, is the roar of the crowd when you were on the field in game 1.
What's the week look like? You're just getting back into Greenville some early this morning.
Yeah.
So what's the next few days look like for you guys as far as practice goes?
Yeah, so today they don't have any obligations. Want them to get off their feet and just kind of sit back and relax, get some rest. And then tomorrow we'll have breakfast, we'll lift weights, and then we'll have a short practice. And then Wednesday will be a little bit similar schedule, but with a longer practice. And we'll have some guys that haven't pitched, throw to some of the hitters that haven't had as many live at-bats, and probably play live defense with our normal guys that are out there. And then Thursday's the NCAA short practice. I think it's an hour and 15 minutes, and everybody making sure that we don't get on the field too early and don't stay a second late and stuff. So that's always fun.
With the way the pitching has gone this year, what do you think the conversations will be like with you and Austin, or is it kind of at a point now where maybe it doesn't matter as much?
Does it matter? You guys don't have to go, oh my God, you're not starting your Friday night starter in game 1. Yeah, we have a multitude of guys that we can go out there and have a lot of confidence in. And, Josh Groves has been really good for the past, month, and just been really happy of how he stayed the course when You know, he got punched in the mouth pretty hard there in the middle of the season. So a lot of our guys have stepped up, but I probably won't give you guys a starter until probably maybe Thursday. So stop asking that question.
Game times come out later on, but you like playing the first game.
Well, it's not that I necessarily like it, but I know you guys like to talk about the weather, and people are, you know, upset that the forecast's already. I'm like, damn, can we at least be happy that we're hosting a regional? 2 months ago, we weren't even going to make a regional or, be the 8th seed in the conference. So I just want our fans to enjoy it. But yes, we'll play the first game. I can promise you that, just because of what we've had to go through in previous years.
We didn't see Ryder during the tournament. Was he just getting some time off, or just didn't work out to where he was?
No, look, and I said this in front of our team, and I want everybody to understand this. We would not be where we are today if Ryder Giles hadn't made the decision to pitch in the rotation when we need somebody to go out there and just manage the situation a little bit. And no, he's fine. It wasn't anything. It just the situation that presented itself for him to get an opportunity. But he's as big a piece to this team as anybody on our team.